So my family and I are on vacation at Ormond Beach. My kids are on spring break, and it's been a cold and rainy day, so I've been bored and I want to get out and talk about mountain bikes. So when we come here, there's a trail I like to ride. It's called Graham Swamp, and it's a lot of fun. And I was riding it with my son yesterday, and I started to think about what would be the perfect mountain bike. That's kind of like the golden question that I hear so many times. If I had to buy one mountain bike, what should it be? And I remember back in the day when I started mountain biking, there was only one style of mountain bike. You just went out and bought a 26er hardtail, no suspension at all. That was a mountain bike. Today, there are so many segments of mountain biking, but not everybody can go out and buy a downhill bike, a trail bike, a cross-country bike, a fat bike. There's just so many options. And so I was thinking about what is the best option for a mountain bike. And I was riding the Giant Trance 29er, and I really, after years of riding and so many bikes and so many, demos, I think that the mid-travel 29er is probably the best mountain bike that you can buy for overall. Is it the best cross-country bike? No. Is it the best downhill bike? No. Is it the best trail bike? It's going to depend. But the reason I say that is because you can put some, cross-country wheels on this bike, and it's going to be a pretty good cross-country bike. As a trail bike, it's going to be a really competent trail bike. You've got wide bars, short stem, you've got a dropper seat post, you've got slack angles, you've got big tires. And the fact that it's a 29er, it just makes it more versatile. Like I said, it's not going to be the best trail bike for really burly, tight, enduro type stuff. It's not going to be the fastest cross-country bike, but for overall, you just can't beat this segment of bikes. So my conclusion when I was riding yesterday was the fact that I do think this mid-travel 29er, when I say mid-travel, we're talking around 120 millimeters of travel. So the Trance 29 has 130 in the front, 115 in the back. So it fits pretty squarely in that category. Other bikes that I'm familiar with, I've mentioned these before, the Niner Jet 9 RDO, the Stump Jumper short travel. So I also have the long travel, but the short travel 29er Stump Jumper, it's just that ideal category for a mountain bike. So for me, is a mid-travel 29er the perfect trail bike? No, it's not, because I also have a cross-country bike. Fortunately, I'm in the position where I can have both bikes. But if I were going to just have one, this would be it. I mean, there's no doubt about it. And I think that most riders out there are going to fall into that same category, that's going to be the perfect bike, the perfect, all-around bike. You can take these bikes to cross-country courses and be happy and be fine. You're not going to be able to keep up with some hammerhead who's on a 19-pound hardtail 29er, but most people don't want to. You're going to be able to take this thing on a vacation and hit those areas where you may not know what you're going to encounter. Is it going to be fast and flowy? Is it going to be burly and chunky? You just don't know. There's so many trails that I ride up in North Carolina, up in North Georgia, trails that I've ridden in Arizona, where these bikes are just perfect. They're fast up hills. They're really competent on the downhills. Now, the thing about this bike where I feel like I hit the limit is when I do drops. So I'll be riding along, I'm on a bike with wide bars, short stem, dropper post. I just feel like I just hit anything, and then I come off a 3 or 4 foot drop and I bottom the suspension out. Now, is it a harsh bottom out? No. Is it like if doing it on a hardtail 29er? No. But you do hit the limit of travel. So, there is a limit, but for all-around versatility, I think these mid-travel 29ers are the way to go. So that's the short video I wanted to make getting outside of the condo because I was bored. I like talking about mountain bikes. What can I say? All right, questions or comments about the video, drop those below. Thanks for watching.